What's up, guys? Right in the middle of our turkey season right now. We're going to go ahead and send you to a turkey hunt from the opening day of Virginia and see what Kyle was able to do.
Hey guys, it's about 5:15 in the morning. It's opening day here in Virginia. We're hunting a piece across the street from where I shot my 10-point buck. I'm hunting with my dad this morning and my brother. Obviously, my dad came down from New York, so it isn't something we get to do often. But we're just heading into the woods now. I wanted to do a little bit of an intro before we get in the woods. It's pretty small area, so I wanted to get in here quiet and get settled in before daylight. We'll see you here in a little bit. You hear that? It's across the water. Bird just gobbled across the water. Alright guys, just an update. We came in here and we actually spooked a bird off the roost. Not really sure what it was, but there was a hen, probably about 80 yards, I'm sure you saw her in the tree. But the bird that flew across the way, there's a bird gobbling over there now, so I don't know if it's just another bird or the one we spooked. We also had two gobblers over here straight off in front of us, but they gobbled I think 3 times and they shut up. We did have 2 jakes on here on trail cam. It could be them. And that might have been the longbeard, I'm not really sure, but the hen flew down. I haven't seen her yet, but this bird across the water is still gobbling. So I'm gonna try to coax him across that water. I don't know if he's still in the tree or not, but it's getting to be that time where they're gonna fly down if they are. We're gonna pick up. We haven't heard those birds again, but we can hunt across the street, so we're gonna go across the street. That's where we had all the pictures on trail cam, was across the street. Not sure if it's the same flock of birds or what, but this bird's across the water gobbling, but he shut up. And then we think it's a jake. We haven't heard him but 3 times, and so we're gonna back out of here. It's the first day, and I don't want to pressure them too much. Just let them do their thing, and hopefully catch them in here later on another day. So we're gonna head across the street, see what we can make happen. Alright guys, we were coming across the street and I heard a gobbler gobble 3 or 4 times. So we snuck up to the top and we're just set up now. We're calling, he didn't answer. I hope we didn't spook him, but we walked down the road to avoid walking through the woods. But he was not far in this woods at all, so hopefully we can get him to sneak in or start talking. Alright guys, I used that same box call that I was using across the street when I heard him gobbling. He just cut me off, so that's a good sign. He's answered me on the box call almost every time. My dad's using a diaphragm and he hasn't really touched that, so hopefully he's broken. Alright guys, that bird's still gobbling. We're making a move on him. He's kind of hanging right where he's at, so I'm not sure if he's got a hen with him or what, but we're making a move. We're going to get down and even with him and down in this little bit of a bottom and set back up and see if we can make a call and hopefully get him to fully commit this way. So we're going to set back up here shortly. again? It sounds like there's two. Well, our next option is to go in that way and hit that main path. It sounds like he likes the box call. They're coming.
Let's not get up and scoot over that.
Huh?
Let's get up and scoot over that.
Shit, never mind. That might be a different one. That other one sounded closer. I'm just gonna shut up for a minute. Sounds like he's going where we just came from. Dad's gonna shoot him.
Yeah. Where he's going, so
It sounds like two different ones, maybe. Alright guys, my brother and I, we made a move down here to where the birds were. And the bird basically did a circle on us. And it sounds, my dad stayed over there where we were originally. And it sounds like that bird's heading right to where we were. He's not gobbling as good, he's not answering everything as he was before. I would have to say there's hens with him. I mean, they're definitely moving, but they're staying pretty much in the same spot, moving really slow. So, hopefully, either my dad or I or my brother will get a shot. Hopefully this bird will break eventually. I would imagine Dad has to be able to see him. Unless he's in the pines.
They're in the pines, it sounds like.
Alright guys, it finally paid off. I'm not 100% sure how the video looked. It was like literally last minute. This bird literally ran to us with no warning. So it was pretty much turn the video camera on and shoot. Just to recap the morning, we were kind of all over the place, but what we did is we started across the street from my brother's, or excuse me, behind the house, and we had a bird fly off the roost. We weren't really sure what it was, but come to find out, we think it's a gobbler, given the fact that he was gobbling. There was gobbling across the water. We think we had some jakes gobbling. They shut up, hit the ground, and I said, let's go try across the street. So we were walking over here, and I heard a bird gobble 3 times. There was 2 birds in here gobbling, but I heard it, and they're like, "You're crazy," my brother and my dad. And sure as heck, they were gobbling. We got in here, got set up. My dad stayed where we were originally. My brother, we moved. Sounded like he was coming. He started circling us. We repositioned, and then we're like, crap, he's going right back where we just came from. So I said, we're going to give it a couple more minutes, see what happens. I cut on the mouth call, cut on the box call, and literally, like I said, he came running. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he's been hung up. I mean, we've been working this bird for at least an hour. He definitely made it hard, which rewarding though in itself. So I'm not sure about the footage, like I said, but it was a great morning. We definitely heard a lot of birds. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the beard. He's a pretty heavy bird. I don't know, I'd say probably maybe 9 inches, something like that. But he's got, I don't know if you can see him, but he's got probably about a little over 1 inch spurs, so I'm thinking probably 2-year-old or 3-year-old bird. It's pretty heavy. More than happy. It was a great hunt, obviously, to share that experience with my brother and my dad. You know, I don't get to hunt with them 3 often, so, excuse me, as a group, the 3 of us together, so it was definitely rewarding and an experience I won't forget. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the hunt as much as I did, but hopefully we'll get on some birds later in the week. Alright guys, stay tuned.
It's always great to get all your family together for a hunt and spend some time in the outdoors. I know the older we get, the busier everybody gets, and it's just seems like there's not as much time as we would like for things like this. So it's pretty cool that his dad was able to come down from New York and get to be a part of the hunt. This goes to show how mobile we need to be sometimes whenever some of these birds hit the ground. Those of us that have hunted them long enough know that sometimes for whatever reason they hit the ground and they're just hard to call in and they're not very vocal. So moving around was definitely the key to this hunt. If they had stuck where they were at, it probably wouldn't have happened the way that it had. So just persistence pays off is definitely something that you can learn from this. And next week we're going to be having more from Virginia, and so stick with us. We're excited to be bringing you this year's hunts. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube.